This is a college football playoff quarterfinal game at the Peach Bowl. It's the New Mexico Lobos against the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
Once again, Atlanta has shown out. This is one of the college football capitals of the world. We know that the South is so strong with their love for college football, and this Peach Bowl crowd is electric. This playoff game is ready to be off the chain. Coaches are really talking to their teams about communicating well and being locked in because the crowd is making it really hard to communicate and hear each other right now down on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Turner decides to field it. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Volunteers offense will get the first swing today. Right away, the focus on this offensive line. Well aware of the challenge. You can't put on the tape and not see an imposing defensive front, Joel, that's been so good at getting after the quarterback. Can they handle it?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Chris, if they're in obvious passing situations, no, they cannot handle it. They've got to run the football effectively, in particular on first down. Get into those third and shorts, because if you're in third and long, there's no chance.
And here's the handoff. Sees an opening. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. The Vols will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Great read by the quarterback in the RPO game. Run pass option. He's reading the defender on the outside, and as soon as that defender defends the pass, he's going to hand the football off. Look at the crease. Beautiful play, and an easy pickup for this offense.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. 5-yard pickup on first down sets him up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play calling options here. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Yeah, this is smart. Get this guy going early. He had almost 1,000 yards receiving out on the outside, and the quarterback told us this week he loves throwing the football to him. If they get him established early, I'll tell you what, they're going to be tough to beat.
And the Vols lining up here on 1st and 10.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half, you get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Tennessee, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball, and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
Returner looking to make a play here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Goes out of bounds, but a solid gain. He's just short of the 40. The Lobos offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. This offense comes in with a lot of confidence, one of the highest scoring teams in the regular season. But now, on a bigger stage, Joel, a real premium on execution. What is this defense going to do to slow him down?
Chris, they're going to have to change up the look. If you sit there and don't disguise the coverage, this guy will just pick you apart. He's done it all year long. Their run game is solid. They are so good offensively. You got to change up the looks. You got to be aggressive. And ultimately, you got to be lucky. The ball has to find your hands at least once, maybe twice today.
In a big picture sense, this offense representing not just their school or even their conference, but really all Group of 6 conferences who've been told, now you're on the fringe of the sport. For them to beat a power conference team today would be huge.
Chris, you're exactly right. And yet, as a team, and more specifically as an offense, the only thing that you have total control over is your own effort level and the detail with which you play. In order to have the upset and complete the upset here today, you just have to execute. You can't be thinking about conference this and conference that. It's just football. 53.5 by 100. Go execute.
Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Nice grab. It's Staley. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31. And the Volunteers will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
This is great recognition by the wide receiver of the coverage being run, because on a drag route, if it's man coverage, you're going to continue to run. If it's zone coverage, you're going to sit down, and he sits down right here. Quarterback is on the same page, and they're able to get a completion, some yards after the catch, and get a first down. This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Important second down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To throw, it's St. Clair. Looking for a deep completion. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. No, kick it away here. And he's got it at the 15. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the New Mexico offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. On the move now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He goes out of bounds, but they move it out near the 30. Here's the second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Lobos. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. Very satisfying drive, but perhaps a relief to finally get into the end zone to match the score from the other side in this playoff game.
Chris, it can certainly present some nervy moments when you go down in a big game and be able to answer and match this score. This is a huge moment for this offense and this team, and now they can play with a bit more freedom, in particular on the defensive side, maybe get a little bit more aggressive. I think trying to create a turnover or a short field for their offense on the ensuing possession is going to be a big moment.
As we start this drive, let's check with Holly in the field.
Checking in from the Tennessee sideline. During that last drive, their starting quarterback set a new school record for passing yards, and the sideline made sure to celebrate him. There is so much energy, enthusiasm. They're patting him on the back, patting him on the helmet, guys. He's had to leave his helmet on because he's getting so much love and congratulations. We'll see if he can go back out there and make even more history here today. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Let's fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. The ball is hustled to the line to run the hurry up.
That is a great throw from the quarterback, and you're going to complete the ball over the middle against zone coverage. You're going to have to layer that ball over linebackers, but in front of safeties. Beautiful trajectory right there. I think it's the toughest throw in football, but he makes it look easy for a huge gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake. Look at it passing. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. They'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense. So the completion for no gain sets him up with 3rd and 10. And now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to chuck it again. Here comes the rush. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up. The Volunteers will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. And the Lobos offense is back out there. On the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Picks it up himself and still going. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. New set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Watson. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So at the end of 1, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Keeps it. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
These are those little body punches in a heavyweight fight. You get a 1st down with the run game. The defense starts getting frustrated. Watch those safeties. If they start creeping up near the line of scrimmage, now you've got them as an offensive play caller. You can get to the play action pass and take a shot over the top.
He goes out of bounds. They'll spot it near the plus 45.
This defense is going to have to change something up here. These safeties are going to have to start driving down on the inside wide receiver. This is just an in route. There's no real deep responsibility. He's got to drive down and break that pass up. If he doesn't, this offense is just going to continue to do this time and time again. These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's 2nd down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
And there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. It's a bunch formation. He'll hand it off. Mexico. This offense cannot be stopped. Now the lineup to kick the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Coverage team brings down the returner. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Looking for a gap. It's Gordon. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. The ball's looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
On third down, it's a handoff. And the Vols pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Yeah, Chris, that looked really close, and I love the second effort from this running back, fighting for extra yards and ultimately moving the chains. Didn't look like a lot was there in the run game, and yet he was able to fall forward and get the line to gain for a first down.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this... cash in this red zone opportunity. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They'll bring him down, but the game moves the ball to the 9-yard line. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Gonna run it. It's Morris. They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
What a drive from this offense. Great execution the entire length of the field. You run out there with that poor field position. You're just trying to reestablish yourself, get a couple of first downs, and they're able to go all the way down and get a score. That's incredible stuff.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. New Mexico's offense retakes the field now. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Makes the catch in his space. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver drill. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll run it here. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. And the Volunteers will spend the first of their 3 timeouts here. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back in motion now. Looking to pass. It's Watson. Looks right and lets it fly. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
Looking for the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. And the Volunteers are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Catch made on the out route. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made short of the goal line, but they'll spot it at the 2. Tennessee goes ahead and calls its second timeout. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Vols. That's a big moment here in this playoff game to get points before halftime, knowing the other side is going to get the football to begin the third quarter. Joe, exactly what they were looking for.
Chris, that's exactly right. The last thing that they wanted to do is afford a chance for the opposition to double up and get a late score in the second quarter and then get the ball in the third quarter. This is a tremendous drive to be able to stick the ball in the end zone, then go in at halftime and regroup, look at film, and get a real good cohesive plan for this second half. Because here we go. We got one half of football left to move on in this playoff.
There's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, their second. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. To throw, it's Watson. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. The Volunteers will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. We're set to get the third quarter going, but let's find out what Holly Rowe has learned on the sidelines. Holly?
Catching up with the Lobos head coach at the half, he delivered a passionate message in the locker room about ball security. He said, we have performed well at times. Our quarterback has been good, but too many turnovers. I want him right on that line of taking risks, delivering the ball downfield, but not putting it in jeopardy. That is their focal point to start the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. They mix it up with a run. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Watson. Delivers quickly to the left side, and he drops it. Can you believe it?
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And, in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over him.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Picks up the first down and still going. He goes out of bounds, stopped just short of the 30.
Two things happening right here on this snap, Chris. One is that this defense is in no man's land because the secondary is in man coverage. They're not going to have eyes in the backfield. They're focused on these players running the routes down the field. And then secondly, it's the quarterback's recognition of that coverage. Once he sees that he doesn't have eyes on him, he takes off. And once he breaks contain, there's the speed, and it's a huge run down the field. Beautiful job recognizing the coverage and then getting all the way down the field for an explosive play.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Design quarterback run. Pointing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos. As the QB fights his way into the end zone. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Breaks free and he might be gone. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Chris, I love it when a play caller is putting the game in the hands of his playmakers, and he's clearly doing that with this quarterback and the guys surrounding the quarterback. He is such a good reader of defenses, and he plays on time. He throws the ball accurately. And when you do all of those things with a coordinator that likes to be aggressive, big plays happen like they do right here. That is a tremendous job on the left side of that offensive line. Look at those blocks on the edge. And then clearly once you get out there as a back, you need perimeter blocking. And these wide receivers showing some unselfish play blocking downfield.
The ball is hustled to the line to run the hurry up. Press coverage now from the secondary. And they'll give it to the back. A quick juke. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they go on top here in the second half. That's just power football. This team out of the SEC believe they have a big edge at the line of scrimmage. That play shows why. Joel, if they can keep this up, looks like they're closing in on a big victory.
Well, they should have a lot of belief in that line of scrimmage because when you turn on the tape every single week, this offensive line pushing forward, winning that line of scrimmage, and they're doing it again here today.
He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And let's check in with Holly Rowe from her sidelines vantage point.
Here on the Lobos sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Nice.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that.
These are the plays that are really hard to design as an offensive coordinator. You just got to trust the quarterback and his training. He's got his eyes down the field, but when he senses that it's not there, he can take off. And then here's the key. A guy that has a nose for the line to gain and can move the chains. This is just good all the way around. You love to see this as an offensive play caller. Now you're creating second and short. Beautiful scramble by the quarterback. He gets himself up the field. Not quite a first down, but now it's time to take a shot. This is where you go heavy play action and put that ball down the field. Second and short is the perfect time for this play.
Important third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? He's got room to run. Look out. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45. The first down on the ground, that's been something that's been hard to come by for this offense here. There's still time, though, to get the running game going.
Chris, it has been tough sledding running the football. Even that first down run, there's just not a lot of room, not a lot of success. It seems like this defense is fully committed to stopping the run game. Maybe time for a play-action pass? I think it should be coming up.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Nowhere to run up the middle.
This is a solid adjustment by the defense here. The run game has been pretty good so far today, but here in the second half, you've got to do something different with your schematics, and the defense is able to bow up. That's a nice stop.
Back to pass. It's Watson. He's wide open. Look out. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. And the Lobos will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he'll set up to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. Oh, they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot him at the 1. It's second down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, New Mexico. Powers into the end zone. Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch. It's Davis. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The Volunteers bring their punt team onto the field. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. You're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. This playoff game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
You know, Chris, football is a simple game. It's about blocking. It's about tackling. And on the defensive side, if you can get off of blocks and tackle well, it's usually going to bode well. Here, a negative play. Great job getting behind the line of scrimmage.
Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. So a crucial third down play. Try a field goal from here would be 53 yards. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Look out, he's got space ahead. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
In these tight games, having the ability as a quarterback to convert and move the chains with a big play on the outside, this is a huge moment. And a guy that's doing a great job really throughout the game, making decisions and managing his offense.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Steps out of bounds after a solid game, which sets up a first and goal for the offense.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the line to gain, and the ultimate
touchdown, Lobos. They jump on top now here in the fourth. And they get set now to try PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, every defensive coordinator will tell you one of the most important elements of defense is running to the football. It's pursuit, and that in particular shows up on these toss sweep plays. Look at this defense run and gain leverage and make this tackle in the backfield. They are doing an outstanding job. A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Takes the toss, heads to his right, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The ball has come up to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to catch the defense with the draw. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. That gain sets up a third down play. It's an option look. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a bit of a conservative play call on 3rd and long. I would have loved to have seen them go to the passing game and try to force the issue and get the ball past the chains to a wide receiver. Going with the option play, bold choice, does not pay off. Now they're clearly in a punting situation. Credit this defense. They were not confused. They understood what was going on, and they're able to get the stop and force the punt.
Here comes the New Mexico offense back on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Working clock with the ground game.
They're set up in such a great situation here, but as we've seen in previous years in the playoffs, remember the Indiana-Miami National Championship game, a false start can give hope to the opposing sideline. No pre-snap penalties. That's exactly what I would be communicating if I was the quarterback in that huddle down there.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And the Volunteers will spend the first of their 3 timeouts here. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. QB keeper all the way. He's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. Tennessee goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 more timeout to use now.
Having to prepare for and stop this quarterback-oriented run game is so difficult as a defense because it adds an extra hat. And here, they're doing a nice job, but you can tell the front 7 is being aggressive. They're adding players from the back end in the secondary, and the offense is still able to get the first down.
And the Vols are now going to use the last of their timeouts. They'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense showing a bunch formation now. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, what a grab! We bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. That's the play that secures a really hard-fought playoff win and keeps their championship hopes alive.
Well, all week they told us survive and advance. It was about making the one more play than the opponent to move on. That's exactly what happens here. Move the chains, ice the game.
Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They're going to run it here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the handoff again. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. This team just continues to impress. Back-to-back playoff wins. And now, Joe, I think you can throw the seedings out. They're into the semifinals. They look as good as anybody at this point.
I couldn't agree more. They look better than anybody at this point. They played well at the line of scrimmage. Their quarterback is playing very well. And I don't want to play this team right now. There seems to be a level of urgency and focus that is very uncommon. And this is a group that clearly understands their objective. They're aiming for a national title.
That's going to do it for our coverage. The loser begins pointing towards next season, while the winner takes a big step closer to a national championship. For Joel Klatten and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.